We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to the defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You look at this Cowboy defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Nance knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. The Cowboys at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll run on 1st down. Nance. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, They're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devon Achane, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 11. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. You're not liking the look. They'll change the play. 2nd and 13. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Back to throw. On the move to his left. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. 2nd and 4. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet. as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Running left, Achane. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devon Achane. Career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going up top. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st down, back to Achane. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Second and 5. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A give left side. Here's Achane. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On first down, Nance. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. Touchdown! A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a... And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. And an Eagles first down.
They'll give this to Achane. dances by him. 117 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion, the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by Jair Alexander. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
In motion goes the tight end. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Back to throw again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Nance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Achane. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack here, second and 11. He'll drop to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll audible to something else. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Nance. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run on first down. Nance. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He'll take this to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw again. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 7. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Nance. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Dallas, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.